UK's Eurovision entrant, Ollie Alexander, has come out and said he has an ambivalent relationship with what he called the divisive Union flag.
Well, Alexander is set to perform the track Dizzy for the UK on Saturday evening in the big final and has said that the flag can be nationalistic and that he hopes to reclaim it in a positive way when he waves it at the parade.
Oh, I'm so glad he's there for us to reclaim the flag, to reclaim the divisive flag. But should someone who's made these types of comments really be there representing our country at Eurovision?
Well, joining us to debate this now is the political commentator Matthew Stadlen, who thinks if he's ambivalent about it, why on earth does that matter? And broadcaster Christine Hamilton, who thinks he has no right to represent our country. Well, Christine, let's start with you. Why on earth can't he represent the country? You're going to be hard-pressed to find a musician in today's day and age that hasn't said something like this about the flag, probably.
Well, honestly, I mean, look, I may be old, but the ones I remember are Cliff Richard, Lulu, Sandy Shaw, all these wonderful entrants and people who went on to win. And last year, we had the fabulous Sam Ryder, who obviously would have won had it not been for the Ukraine situation. But frankly, I mean, he says that the flag is divisive. He's got there because he ticks all the diversity boxes. Let's be honest. I cannot believe that he's the best that this country can offer. He is there representing the UK. If he finds the flag divisive, if he's ambivalent about the flag, apparently he is going to wave it, then he really shouldn't be stepping up and doing it. We want somebody who's going to represent wholeheartedly what this country stands for. And if he can't do that, he really shouldn't be there, in my view.
Well, there you go. Strong stuff from Christine. Matthew, getting sick and tired, really, of hearing celebrities pipe up about how the flag is divisive and how... I mean, the fact he says he wants to reclaim it, as if it needs reclaiming by Ollie Alexander. I mean, a bit narcissistic, isn't it, Matthew?
Emily, this makes fantastic content for GB News, doesn't it?
Thank you.
And Christine, much as I enjoy bumping into Christine in the GB News green room, and we have a very good relationship, she's talking absolute nonsense here. Clearly, the Union Jack has, certainly in the past, been highly divisive. I remember going to football games back in the 90s when it was still a symbol of the BNP and of nationalism.
No one saw it as a symbol of the BNP. I mean, of course they used the flag, but the vast majority of people looking at the Union flag never thought, oh, British National Party, did they? Come on, Matthew.
Of course, Emily, you're much younger than me. You wouldn't have been going to football games in the mid-1990s as I was. Listen, I'm profound. Let me make my point. I am profoundly patriotic. I'm not a nationalist, and there's an important difference. It's not that I think that we are somehow supreme, but I love my country. I'm deeply proud of it. I would wager a bet, Emily, that I've been to more England internationals, football, cricket, rugby, than the entire GB News presenting team put together.
I've been to loads, actually, Matthew.
But does that mean that I didn't have an issue with the way that the flag used to be portrayed? No, it doesn't. And by the way, all he's saying he's going to wave this flag. All he's saying, he's going to try to be part of this process of reclaiming it. And by the way, Keir Starmer, most relevantly, and the Labour Party, are likely to form the next government of this country. They are also attempting to reclaim this flag, showing that the Labour Party is patriotic, but also that the Union Jack can stand for the whole of Britain, whereas it was hijacked for a dark period in the 1980s and 1990s.
OK, let's throw that back to Christine Hamilton. Is this actually what the country needs? A new wave of cool Britannia, as we saw in 1997? The Spice Girls with their Union flag dresses, making it cool again. Is this what Ollie Alexander is going to do for us?
No, certainly not. That's what he should be doing for us. He should be out there waving the flag for Britain. The number of football matches that Matthew's been to in the past could not be less relevant to this. This is our national flag. It's representing the UK. The thing that is divisive about the flag is that it divides us from other countries, and any true Brit should be absolutely incredibly proud to be out there flying the flag, representing this country, and he wants to reclaim it. What a flaming cheek. Who on earth is he to reclaim the flag? We have claimed the flag. It's our flag. It's one of the best flags in the country, and it is a fantastic symbol of everything that's good about this country. And to try and say it represents the far right, that is rubbish. And honestly, He's not going to get anywhere. Let's be honest. The song is rubbish. We need somebody who can really, really, wholeheartedly represent this country with every fibre of their being, not this half-hearted geek.
Christine, did you think that Scooch in 2007, with their song that was literally titled "Flying the Flag," I think they got nil points?
If you think I even know what you're talking about, I have no idea. I said at the beginning, my memories are Cliff Richard, Sandy Shaw. They did go to Sam Ryder last year. We had fabulous people who were really proud to represent this country, and they did use it as a platform for their own views. This is not to do with that. This is trying to win for Britain. Although, honestly, the Eurovision is a laughingstock. Why is Australia in there?
So you just don't like Eurovision. But Matthew, one of our contestants, was it last year or the year before, said they hated Britain. It's all a bit bizarre, isn't it? It's sort of cool to say something edgy about not being quite proud of Britain, even going so far as to say I hate Britain. Ollie Alexander has not said that, I must say, but it's a bit of a trend, isn't it, Matthew?
All Ollie Alexander has said is that the flag can be or has been divisive and nationalistic. And to pretend that it hasn't, to use that word that you guys were discussing in the context of the Rachel Reeves press conference just now, to pretend that it hasn't would be to be gaslighting the viewership. Because
you keep bringing Labour politics into this discussion.
Of course, the Union Jack used to be a divisive symbol precisely because it was hijacked by bad people. I am all in favour of reclaiming the flag. And this chap, Ollie Alexander, who, by the way, until today I'd never heard of.
You haven't heard of Ollie Alexander?
Tom, no one has.
You hadn't heard of him?
Guys, all he's saying is that he will be flying this flag, and when he flies it, it will be to represent all the good things about this country. And there are many, many great things about our country, and that's why I'm so patriotic. Not least, by the way, as I said on social media.
But just the flag's a bit dodgy sometimes.
I think it is the most. I think we have the most beautiful country in Europe.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a lovely end. Christine, we're going to have to leave it there because we've come to the end. We'll have to pick this up another day because it was fantastic having you both on.
Great fun.
Christine Hamilton, Matthew Stadlen, always great to speak to you. Good stuff. Excellent. Well, there you go.
Yes, it was May Muller who represented the UK last year.
She said she hated us.
With her song, I Wrote a Song. It was terrible. It was really, really bad. She had the stage presence of a gnat.
I must say, Eurovision isn't really my thing, but I do get why people enjoy it.
I do have to say, I have actually seen Ollie Alexander perform on stage.
And he's fantastic, is he?
He has stage... I mean, compared to May Muller, who just butchered the song, I think he will actually do quite well. He's got stage presence, he's got that sort of pizzazz that perhaps
also, he clearly loves the flag. He was wearing a Union flag bikini top.
I think sometimes people just sort of have to say this sort of stuff to placate their Twitter followers.
Well, yes, we know he had trouble with the pro-Palestine, with some pro-Palestinian activists. They said he should boycott because Israel are taking part in the Eurovision. So he got his knickers in a twist over that one.
Goodness me, he's getting rain from both sides.
Yeah, he's getting rain from everywhere.